Hi guys, it's Mackenzie, and since we were talking about, the Bible this week, I couldn't help but remember the first time that I tried to read my Bible. I was about 12 years old, and I'd just come back from this summer camp, and I was super excited about Jesus, and I just wanted to get to know him better. So I thought to myself, I'll do it. I'll really read it. And so I started, like a lot of us do, at the beginning. And I opened up to Genesis, and I read about how God made the earth and how he made man, and I went through the flood and Cain and Abel and all these other stories that were really close to my heart because of Sunday school. And so I was really excited, and I finished Genesis, and I went on and I made it to Exodus. And we had the movie Prince of Egypt at my house, and so I knew a little something about Pharaoh and how he wouldn't let his people go, and so Exodus was okay. And then I made it to Leviticus. Leviticus. It's a lot of rules about skin diseases and what you should eat, and not what you want to read when you're 12. And so I got bored and I put the Bible down, and I stopped trying to read it. And the sad thing about that is that I just missed out on a lot of what God was going to teach me in this book, and how I could have grown in my faith, and it was really sad. But I think a lot of us have that same problem. We really want to dive into this book, but it's big and it's complicated, and we don't really know where to start. So what we wanted to do today was just talk about, where do you start? If you've never read this book before, how do you dive into it? And what are good places to read first? It's one of the best places to start reading your Bible, and these books called the Gospels. And they start off with Matthew, and they also have Matthew and Mark and Luke and John. So there are these 4 books that talk about Jesus, and they chronicle his life and how he worked among the people, and they're great places to start because you can really learn a lot about Christianity and about God and about Jesus, and it gives you a great basis of just who this guy is that we all love so much. Then another great place to start is Psalms, and if you open your Bible in about the middle, it's pretty sure that you're going to land among the Psalms. There are lots and lots and lots of poems a lot of them are written by a guy named David, but what they really are they're prayers and they're songs, and they're just these people that they wrote out their hearts to God and they poured them out. And so, they're happy songs and prayerful songs, and ones that are talking about how good God is, and ones that are talking about how mad they are at God and how they're so upset. And they just cover this huge range of emotion. And they're a great place to start because, we can connect to them. And we all have days that are hard. We all have days where we just want to shout from the rooftops how happy we are. And so when we read the Psalms, we can just really connect with these people that we're trying to follow God, and in turn we can connect to God. And the last place that I think is a great place to start when you're reading the Bible is this book called Proverbs. Proverbs is a book of advice. So it's written by a man named Solomon, who was super, super wise, and he just gives these great tidbits on how you should live your life and how you should work with other people, and they're just, they're really great ideas, So there are 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs, and so I know a lot of people that just go through and read a chapter for each day of the month, but any place you want to start is great. And so I just encourage you, pick this book up, start somewhere, dive into it. It can really change your life because there are just truths about God and about Jesus in there that you can't find anywhere else. So, I'm praying for you guys, and I just really hope that, this Bible, read it.